Looks a bit quiet. That's probably a bit better. That looks audible but quiet. My favorite. Empty jump low forward. Delete Yun. Oh, it was back fierce. He had a big combo. And as much as Yun ever gets a big combo. Target combo, heavy dash punch. Ooh. Could've been worse. Back strong would have killed him, I think. No, there's no super. It would have been back strong, medium spin hook into nothing. That even combo. Goes fierce to catch the parry. Nice combo from the jump dive kick. It's all but unwinnable now. No, Necro can always get a dizzy. That was a dizzy setup. Ooh, that would have unblocked. That just got killed. All right, Necro went one super as a punish. Necro can really make this comeback at any moment. Nice starter. Super jump, cancel, super. A lot of damage on this. He didn't even do something hyper optimal. He did something pretty easy. And man, it did like 60% of Necro's health. Oh my god, that was it. This was the god back strong. But he didn't convert. That looked like throw tech into low parry. Okay, same characters. A famous matchup chart from long ago called this Necro's worst matchup, which it might be. There are going to be some characters where Yun is worse than Chun-Li. Yeah, well, you hit him. First time chat. Yo. Why's it got an outline? Makes it hard to miss. More Chestershire sauce. The back throw. Look at all that damage. He had full HP before that hit. Alright, throw disease. Ugh. That's all I gotta say about that. This doesn't kill, does it? It's close. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, nice. Back strong for the dizzy. He missed it. It was too far away, I think. His timing looked good. I wonder if he had a kill there somehow. Back strong, like, if you can get jab there, but jab is not going to do any stun. Going for the parry there is very aggressive. He got opened up and then he got grabbed anyway. Look at all that meter. Oh, what a starter. What a combo. He did the up kick. That was cool. Yun, Gane, it's like Tengu Stones. It's not quite as easy as Tengu Stones. Tengu Stones, the combos are like brainless. But Yun can actually juggle with like anything in Gane, and people just usually do the juggles with the damage optimal stuff. But you can like do almost any attack and get a juggle out of it still. Yun is fighting pushback much harder than Oro is, though. Hi. Alright, this is the start. He did the low parry, and then he tried to do low strong. Now Stamranos got hit. That sucks, because that was a Stamranos predicting a jump, and it didn't even beat the jump. And he did it, like, early. Stamranos probably just not a good button. But no, okay. I finally signed up for the Capcom Street Fighter 6 beta, so maybe I'll get in, maybe I won't. I took an exam yesterday, and it was stressful. I feel like I lost the thread a little bit. I got a 30 out of 35 on the exam, which isn't really a bad grade, but the class average was 31 out of 35. 30 out of 35 is an 85%, and I need to maintain a 75% in all classes in order to stay in the program. Maintain's the wrong word. My final grade can't be less than 75%. So obviously this is still good enough, and what's more, I actually had a 101% in the class before this exam. So it went down to a 96 because of my 85 from this test. So having a 96 in the class is certainly not anything stressful, but at the same time, the fact that I got a below average grade in the class, and the fact that I wasn't sure on a bunch of the questions. No, I've never tried pot sanity, but I've seen it. It made me kind of like feel like I was losing the thread a little bit, and it made me super scared. And it's made like my last couple days pretty stressful. There's like a super bad fear that everyone starts getting super ahead except me. We were doing role plays for what do you call it? Clinical competency exam. After that, and people were remembering a lot of the positions that I didn't study. I've got a list here. I don't know if I should just open it up right here. Counterintuitively, I think whenever you have two characters who look very similar, they end up being very popular in design. I could do a study stream, I guess. I don't think I want to, but I could. I've done that before. I've done an essay writing stream. That would be kind of fun to do again. Yeah, Yin and Yang are actually pretty popular designs. Most of the dislike towards them is that they're usually very high tier. But in terms of gameplay, they're the kind of gameplay a lot of people like. Both to fight and to play as. Ooh, nice little strong. It's probably a punish. Must be nice. Yun's got good full screen presence. Well, not full screen, but his punishing power is quite good. I might try and write my essay today. I've only got like one essay for both of my classes, and once it's done, it's done. And I would be glad to get it out of the way. It's also very easy. That was not a bad idea for the super. Didn't pan out though. There's no word requirement, but it's a 2-page essay, which is super short. And the requirement of what I'm supposed to write about is very simple. It's very easy. It's one of the easiest essays I've ever been told to do. It's I read a clinical, what do you call that? I read a scholarly article involving radiology. And then I summarize it. Then I say what I learned. Which like sounds like an elementary school assignment, but I just got it in fucking, you know, advanced education. That drill is rather unique. And he actually got out pretty well. That was a very not bad Gene. Oh, I like the idea a lot. Yun's cheap. He recovered that fucking fast. I thought Yun was the older brother. I actually don't remember. Yang definitely has older brother energy. It doesn't matter, they're twins. Older brother and younger brother are a meme when it comes to twins. The same damn age. Whoa, very cool. That would have not blocked that. I would have got hit. I got opened up. That dash punch is not bad at all. Normally you avoid dash punches for scaling reasons in Gene combos, but that particular kind of dash punch only gets one hit and doesn't add much scaling. This Yun is kind of killing it. Anyway, I've got to do clinical, whatever I just said. What's the name of that? Competency exam. And what it involves is I literally have to like come out and like say, is so and so here? Be like, hey, I'll be your X-ray tech for today. Can I get you to spell your last name? Can I get you to give your date of birth? You know, what brings you in today? You know, what exam you're having done. I lead into the X-ray room. I have to set up the room. I have to position them properly, collimate properly, all that. I have to be ready to give a proper X-ray. And relatively quickly at that. Nice parry. I wonder if that was still a punish. And which X-ray I have to give is going to be pulled from a hat. So it'd be nice if I got something like a, you know, a AP finger, AP thumb, AP first digit. That'd be a very easy exam to do. But I might get like a fucking axial shoulder or something like that, a very complicated X-ray. I mean, none of them are that complicated, but I have to remember 26 of them just for this competency exam. Ugh, that stand fierce is horrible. Yun actually can punish it. I don't know if Oro can. Probably I would have had roundhouse there. Or uppercut. Cool. They have not brought up me being bilingual yet. My work has little badges if you're bilingual. And they encourage you to wear them if you speak Spanish or whatever. This first one's probably going to be pretty easy. And every category, they only rate you out of 3 points, but there's 21 categories you're being rated for. I think, or like 18, something like that. So if I forget my marker, I lose 3 points right out of the gate. If I forget the gonadal shielding, I lose 3 points. But even if I do something really wrong, as long as it's only one thing I'm doing really wrong, I only lose 3 points. And I can lose up to 10 points and still get an A. Pretty optimal. You can be more optimal that with Kara Palms, but it gets a lot harder very quickly. What he did was like as good as it gets. I've got the list here. Hold on while I pull it up. Timeout. No one go anywhere. There we go. So I have to be able to do these X-rays. The PA and oblique second digit. The AP/PA and oblique thumb. I would probably do an AP for a thumb. It's a lot easier, I think. Getting the thumb flat on a image receptor is a bit awkward unless you turn the hand upside down. When you just rest your hand like palm down on a table, you get an oblique thumb, so oblique thumb is very easy. But getting an actual AP thumb is a bit more annoying. You gotta do thumb down on the table with your hand sideways. I've got to do PA and lateral wrist is another one. PA axial scaphoid with ulnar deviation. PA and oblique hand, that should be pretty easy. AP forearm, that would be extremely easy. Lateral forearm, also extremely easy. AP and oblique elbow. AP acute flexion elbow, 2 views. I've got to do 2 x-rays for that one. AP partial flexion, 2 views. AP humerus, quite easy. Lateral humerus, quite easy. Here comes the shoulder ones, which are all awful. Axial shoulder, inferior superior projection. That's like one of the worst ones because you've got to do a 45 degree angle going upward. Posterior oblique shoulder, using the Grashi method. Transthoracic lateral shoulder. AP internal rotation shoulder, very easy. AP external rotation shoulder, very easy. Scapula Y shoulder, a bit annoying. I don't remember the angle. Apical oblique shoulder, I think that one's super awful too. AC joints without weights. Axial clavicle, pretty easy. AP scapula and lateral scapula, pretty easy. That's a lot to remember though. You know. I've not done anything fluoroscopy related. That is part of the program, but not yet. And here's the list of things I have to do I'm being tested on. Each one is worth 3 points. Read and assess requisition, that's an easy 3 points. So literally I just get the fucking piece of paper saying what test we're doing, and I just have to, like, you know, I have to read it and remember it. Prepare room, that one is, it might be complicated. It depends on what exam I have to do. But it might be like putting an image receptor flat on the table and then like bringing a chair up to the image receptor so the person can sit on the end of the table. Proper patient ID, that one should be pretty easy. I introduce myself and, well, I just get the patient's last name and date of birth, or, you know, medical record number. Proper patient prep, I ask them what's going on. I take them to the room. I show them how to, I guess that would be leading into the next one. Select appropriate cassette type and size. It's probably going to be a 14 by 10 inch image receptor. Like almost all of them use 14 by 10. Properly explain exam. So it's like, you know, I'm going to be taking a few x-rays of your hand or whatever bullshit. I'm going to have you put your hand like this. So you're able to move. Are you in any pain? Can you flex your elbow? Whatever. Properly assist patient during procedure. So probably that would just be me pulling their arm to get them in position or something like that. But what I'm probably going to do instead is just like, you know, show the position. Be like, okay, I want you to lay your arm like this directly on top of the image receptor, something like that. To position to cassette, that should be pretty easy. Appropriate KB for this exam, that's going to be part of prepare room, I think. I'm going to do that at the same time. Position patient for projection. That's going to be part of properly assist patient during procedure, I imagine. Select proper SID, so I'm probably going to be using 40 inches for like almost all these. Direct CAR to anatomical part, that's going to be either the easiest part or the hardest part, depending on the examination I'm doing if I just forget. It's like, oops, where does the CR go for like a fucking shoulder? And I just miss it. Probably proper collimation, that's something where it should be pretty easy, but I might fuck it up. Like if I get a little bit too big of a thing. Mark films appropriately, you literally just put a marker on the thing. It's unbelievably easy, but it's the most common thing people forget apparently. They don't put their marker down, so they just lose 3 points like that. Provide gonadal shielding. Give patient instructions for exposure, so it's like, hey, I'm going to have you keep your hand where it is, but I'm going to have you turn away from the image receptor, leg turn away like this. I'm going to step out of the room, I'm going to tell you to hold still, don't move, and if it's shoulder or something, scapula, I tell them to suspend their breathing or take shallow breaths. And then I do the pretend beep where I take the x-ray, and that part's super important because that's like once you say beep, it's understood that you took the x-ray, so anything you forgot, you can't go back. If you didn't put your marker, you can still put your marker as long as you didn't say beep yet, but once you say beep, if you forgot it, you forgot it. And then give patient exit instructions. And that's usually going to be like, okay, we got everything we need. Consult with your primary care physician in the next 48 hours. And then also, do you have any questions? It's a very common one. And apparently people all the fucking time is like, did you see anything? Did you find anything? And of course an x-ray tech can't diagnose. So even if it's really fucking obvious they broke something, it's just like, well, you know, you'll have to follow up with your primary care physician. And there's other things you have to be kind of careful about. Like you can't say we got some good x-rays or something like that, or everything looks good. If you say everything looks good, people interpret that as like, it's not broken or like it's easily fixed or something like that. And then if it is not easily fixed, they get mad at you. So instead of that, you have to say something like, I got everything I need. We got all the x-rays we need. Now we just got to process them and send them to your primary care. Anyway, I have to... It's not that I have to memorize that whole list, but I have to not forget anything while I'm doing it. I didn't mention it, but I'm also getting docked if I don't ask about pregnancy. It's not on the list, but it's part of it's on here somewhere. Proper patient prep, I guess. I have to be like, is there any chance you might be pregnant? When was your last period? One parry. Oh, he missed the punish. Damn, that sounds awful. The funny thing is, if you go for the low parry on that super, it gives you more time. Um, to get a punish, but well, it depends on what character you play. He went for the cross under, so that made it harder. But because you are parrying so much less of it, you've got more time that you've got to get a precise timing. That was a back strong, potentially confirm. He chose to save the meter, which is almost certainly the right call with these health bars. Necro could still win. Ah. If they're pregnant, I might proceed with the X-ray. What I would officially do is consult with the X-ray technologist or whatever, the whoever is, you know, on site, X-ray technician, and be like, hey, this person says they might be pregnant. Do I still still go through with the procedure? And if it's something like a, you know, a fucking wrist X-ray, it probably still would. I'd probably be like, yeah. But it's not my call. I just have to find out. I'm going to be going through this whole thing, but first I need to memorize every single one of those positions where the central ray goes and how you position the patient. A lot of them I already know. Jab into super is Dudley? Did either of them just do jab into super? Whoa! Necro can't confirm jab into super. That's a punish, huh? Damn. Ducking super. Cat versions of characters, I guess. That beat low strong. I remember the good old days where I could mouse over a link and it would just work. Ah, those were the good old days. Oh well. I'm not opening any links while I'm sitting here doing my stream. Nice. Not quite a dizzy though. Parry into nothing. He was timid. Because it could have been a cancel. I wonder if that's extra media build for Necro to kill with that. Probably. Probably some of the most damage you can get in one hit, I guess. Most of Necro's attacks are kind of multi-hit. Nice. EXDP. Alright. Dudley looks a little bit wider than he is when he's dizzy. Alex, everyone's favorite. This matchup is probably good for Necro, honestly. EX does have invincibility, I'm like 99% sure. The regular ones don't. They might be unthrowable, I have no idea. Alex is definitely the people's champ character of this game. Along with like Q, or maybe Hugo. Hugo depends on the matchup. Hugo versus Chun-Li is people's champ free. Hugo versus Alex, I don't know. Does EX slash elbow punish this? No. It might from very close range, but he got reversal and he didn't get the punish, so he was too far. Nice. Really good optimal punish there. Oh, the overhead. That was aggressive. Alex did the super and he had the perfect meter for Dead OS. And he still didn't confirm. Alright, dashing car throw. That was closer, so I was thinking maybe EX slash elbow would be a punish that time. No, you cannot tech command grabs. When did that happen slash not happen? This is a cool matchup. Cool. I wonder if there's something better Alex could have done. Command grabs can take normal grabs, but it's like frame perfect. The command grab has to be second. The command grab has to be reach its active frame on like the frame that the regular grab reaches its active frame. Cool. And I'm not sure if all command grabs can do that. Definitely some can. I think I've seen Karakusa do it. I've definitely done it with Oro's fucking hit grab. Nice. A lot of Urians do Fierce Ender there. Wow. Alright. It's over. Unwinnable. Alex's best only hope there was to go for like a some kind of red parry or into back throw. I've heard Ibuki players say that low follow-up is quite minus. I wonder if Urian could have done something from that range. Red parries are pretty cool. I like seeing those. Red parries are a very good reply there. Jesus! She ran into everything. There's the Fierce. Bonk. Shake my hand. That's what Urian stand Fierce is. Shake my hand. You can red parry the last hit of that, but I don't know if it even gives you a punish, honestly. For Urian, it probably just gives him like low forward. It's not too risky to go for, though. Red parries galore. Free chip. The backdash is so committal for Ibuki. Oh, the throw is out of range. Ibuki's throw range is the smallest in the game, and it is small. Sad. He fell out. Oh, he's dead. Right? Urian's dead. Whew. Towards forward, he wanted tackle, but towards forward actually comboed. It's way slower. But it got such a high connect. That's airborne frame 1, I think. So I think it'll just dodge meaty lows, which it did there. Urian didn't get a mix, but everything looks super good. That tackle only built the meter for the mirror on block, but Ibuki parried it, so it didn't build any meter. But of course it would have just killed her on block because she had no health. But that's a common mistake a lot of people make, is they like, oh, this cancel will give me the meter I need, but then you get parried and the cancel never happens and you don't get any meter for being parried. Okay. Oh, he predicted Urian would parry it. He did stay in Fierce into Tatsu thinking Urian would parry the Fierce, and he didn't, and so Akuma was unsafe. It's always really funny when something like that happens. EX tackle I never thought was very good. It's good as a pickup from an air-to-air, like Fireball or something. Anti-air Fireball. Cool. Oh, not cool. Ugh, I can't believe that wasn't a punish. Neither of them. Different characters have different amounts of difficulty punishing teleport. Urian, if he has charge, can punish it probably pretty easily. If he doesn't have charge, it's probably pretty hard. And since usually Akuma will be teleporting through you, Urian probably usually won't have charge unless he gets the perfect, like, have charge and then, like, do the cross-up, cross-through tackle. Which is not super hard, but it's hard to be ready for. Akuma got the, first hit. Ah. That was bold. Aggressive, going for a parry there. That's the Urian. Nice. Anti-air DP. It would have been cancelled to super if Urian parried it. Very nice. Don't think Urian could have punished that, or at least not well. Maybe EX tackle, I don't know. Alright. Wake up teleport? Yep. That might have been a punish. It's hard to say. He was like maybe not there in time, maybe he was there in time. Akuma's making this matchup look hella annoying. Some kind of super? Yeah. He just played solid and avoided mirror stuff. They're close around us. Doesn't overhead on the second hit. His first hit probably whiffs on Ibuki. It whiffs on Oro. It's kind of the same situation as Abel or El Forte. You got the falling hit for an overhead. The fucking air throw. Team flip grab. It's Yami Shigure. He dashed in looking for some kind of punish. You don't get a lot of exposure to that. It's rare to fight Ibuki. It's even rarer to fight that super. He thought he had more time than he did. The quotes. What do they mean? That was a punish. I mean a combo. Well, both. Dive kick, close medium kick, medium Tatsu. Nice. Whoa, very good convert. Nah, not like that. Very hard super to punish though. Max Cactus can probably only punish it with super. And even then only some supers. Tatsu actually worked there, would have been cool. Air Tatsu, light Tatsu, heavy Tatsu or something like that. Fucking teleport to the corner then Demon. Cursed. Demon's recovery is pretty fast in this game, sometimes you don't get a punish. I hate that Sukuma just did that. Oh, nice confirm. That's quite hard to do. Low short to stand jab is like a 1 or 2 frame link. And then stand jab to stand strong is not that hard, I think. And stand strong to super is pretty easy. That was a really good little conversion. No, I'm not going to play any Gundam bullshit. Nice. Oh, she fell out. Crouching? That's an annoying thing for Dudley Dub to remember. Which characters fall out on crouch shit. I think Makoto does too. Very nice. Parrying the whole thing gets you more meter, but jumping and then parrying the very end is more reliable. It sucks to get some of the parries and then drop it. Because the number of parries, the speed that you have to do the parries might go up. Because Ibuki slowly rises. Whoa, the red. So Ibuki slowly rises during the super. And because of that, she might go from hitting one knife to hitting multiple knives. The sub. Ragman, I saw you at the fucking Baltic. I saw you in top 16. You made it to top 8, but I didn't watch top 8 yet. But I saw you and I was rooting for you. I hope you won the whole thing. That's pretty good. I'd be happy with top 16. I'd be happy with not going 0-2. I don't know if I've ever actually gone 0-2 in an SF5 tournament. I've gone 1-2 before. Usually I go 2-2. Which is not great, but not horrible. It's definitely pretty far off from winning. I think every CPT I entered, I went 2-2. No, I think there might have been one where I went 1-2. Damn. You're living the life and we're all just nobodies. That's a punish. Oh, he missed the light machine gun blow. Hit me. I've been playing SF5 in secret recently. I still like playing Sakura more than Oro. It's just because I'm kind of frustrated with, not Oro himself, but me not knowing things about Oro. I already have about the same amount of success with Oro as Sakura, like the same win rate against the same caliber of players. But it's more so that no one seems to know the Oro matchup, and he's super strange. Plus, he can just make miracle comebacks like that because you got one fucking low forward activate, one crescent kick activate. SF5 Oro neutral more fun than what? He's quite fun. I would say his neutral is some of the most interesting neutral in the game. Ugh. Low short didn't hit. No, third strike I like more just because of the movement. Oro feels more limited somehow in SF5, but it's hard to put my finger on how. The double jump isn't quite as good, but that's not a huge factor. Oof. Never escaped that corner. I've been that ugly. It feels like my mobility's worse, but it's hard to quite put how. It's very hard for someone to really stop you from just jumping around in SF3. Bad trade for Necro at this point. What a punish! Red parry third hit. That's not a super hard red parry, but you know, it's still quite cool. It doesn't knock down, it doesn't do that much damage by itself, and the timing is so close together that basically anytime you go for it, you'll get it. That's true, I do that in SF5. Back medium kick is like nowhere near as good as far medium kick is in SF3. It's like not even close. Hard kick is pretty similar. That one actually feels about right. Low strong is way better than it is in third strike. Fireballs are better in SF5 than third strike. Jumping is worse. Wow, slam dance. Interesting. I guess that's a wake-up option you can use against overhead low. I usually play VS1 Oro, and I mean VS2 Oro, and honestly I should be playing VS1 because I think it's better in almost all matchups. But VS2 is kind of novel. It feels like something he doesn't have in SF3, which is kind of enticing to me. Even though I would have thought that free Yagyo Dama would be enticing. Cool juggle. Definitely, my actual opinion is that VS2 is better in like 2 or 3 matchups for characters who have good ways of just ignoring fireball pressure. Oh, he did that trying to catch a red parry. Interesting. Or maybe it's safer too. I never thought about that. But it might be safer if you super cancel compared to if you just let it rock. That's goofy. Anyway, VS2 has slightly higher punish damage, which is kind of cool. And the overhead is kind of nice to have in stones. It's not that great. It's not a great overhead. One thing I think is a little slept on is that the kick follow-up can be spaced to be safe, and Oro doesn't really have something that works at that range like that. So using the kick follow-up as a poke is actually like a feasible thing you can do. Most of the other novelties of VS2 are not really worth noting. For example, you can do Crouch Fierce VS2, and if it's a crush counter, well, you should only even go for it if it's going to be a crush counter, but it gives you chicken combo. Which is theoretically kind of cool, but the problem is, if you're punishing a DP, you can just do Charge Stand Fierce into Chicken Combo, and that's way better. You get a lot more damage. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've never really done it, though. Like, Crescent Kick is so good in so many matchups, and then every now and then there's a character who can just always punish it. Like, Fong Low Strong just will literally punish Light Crescent Kick at any range. 7 frame startup with just massive range on Fong Low Strong. And it's just like, wow, I can't touch this in this matchup. Most characters kind of struggle to punish it from what I can tell, unless they have like super. A lot of supers punish it though. Most supers are faster than minus whatever 8 that it happens to be, and have enough range to punish it on block. TC. Slam Dance? Punish? It looked like it could have been a punish. That's quite a fast super. It's like a 2-frame super or 1-frame super. Also, damn, he tried to hit the limb. Ironically, there were other things Dudley could have done there on Wake Up, such as, I don't know, Machine Gun Blow, Ducking Super. That would have just killed Necro. That move was very unsafe on parry. He just picked something with a lot of recovery that didn't hit. No confirm. Oh, good Slam Dance. Crush counters similar to parry in terms of threat? That's a really hard question to answer. They're not very similar. Oh, back throw. I love seeing the back throw. Slam Dance is an interesting pick versus Dudley to kill the overhead low mix-up. Oh, he did the predictive jump. If you jump post-freeze, you can jump post-freeze for that super. But if you jump post-freeze, Necro recovers before you do. Or rather, he recovers before you land. Yamashigure? Nope. Just SA1. Kasumi Suzaku. I do a lot of easy Tengu Stone combos in SF5. And every now and then I get like a near miss kill, and it's just like if I did the right combo, he'd be dead. He did one parry! I saw that parry. The 1 frame of parry right there. He got the fucking tech bonus. What an answer! What an answer! That was super genius from both players. She canceled into the fucking command jump, which you never use. Oh, this is, yeah, this is, that was the perfect read. That was such a good read. Oh, but canceling to the command jump was super smart. To be safer against a punish. I think that's frame 1 airborne. Ibuki has a lot of things that are frame 1 airborne. The reverse DP kick definitely is. The taunt definitely is. Light DP definitely is. And I think the command jump might be too. A lot of characters like don't even have one thing that's like that. Down fierce. Oh. Didn't get the pre-freeze parry, so she had to hit a hard post-freeze parry. Wow. That was a good reply. She committed. Dudley's so nasty. Fuck his tiny jump too. No juggle? There's time for a juggle there. Sam Fierce or something, I don't know. That's true. He recovered after Necro did, I think. Hard to punish that. Okay, back run on Anti-Air. Doubles as a poke, I guess. Anti-Air electricity is tricky because you don't know how many hits of electricity it's going to be. You might just be parrying it for a while. You might only need one parry. You got to react really fast. Necro's Anti-Airs are quite good because of the variety. Oh, it was medium. I never quite knew how electricity works. Lady Mika and Alex's Lariat are like standalone reasons to play those two characters. Two of the best normals in the whole game. Some kind of jump, maybe overhead. Probably some kind of jump. Ah, wake up throw worked. Yeah, Alex is real now. I've fought some Alexes as of the latest season. He's like a legitimate character. There's no character who I really think is bad. Maybe someone out there is like, ah, actually Zangief is bad. Maybe they're right, but I don't think it. Tana's good. Whoa, Ryu is good. Every character's good. Blanca's kind of weird. I don't think he's bad by any stretch, but I wonder how matchup like variable he is. Blanca feels like he's probably like someone's worst matchup. Ooh. Or maybe a few characters even. I think Sakura, her worst matchup comfortably is Sim. So I can at least vouch that Sim is a top tier for my character. I couldn't tell you what Aura's worst matchup is. No idea. No character jumps out at me as being a problem matchup. Oh, he fell out. I've liked SF5 more than SF4 like since season 2. Chun-Li, maybe. It's thematic. I thought Kemi would be bad, then I played some Kemi as Zoro, and I really didn't dislike it at all. I was like, this is okay, actually. It's probably fair. My damage output was really nice, and Aura's anti-air situation is actually quite good. Light DP in particular is very strong in that matchup, because you can do it reliably on reaction even to a dive kick. And it also is unthrowable, so you can't get... it's just a hard counter to Hooligan. And then V-Shift is good against the triggered dive kick, so The whole situation is just not as bad as it was. Kami's not as strong of a character as she was in Season 4. Yeah. Medium uppercut. The combo I do is medium uppercut, dash back medium kick into heavy uppercut into dash back heavy crescent kick. There's probably other variations that make it slightly easier. But that combo is quite reliable for me. And man, it does a lot of damage. I do it with 5 stone because it's more reliable. It might be better to do it with 3 stone though, because I think you can still make combos work with 3 stone, but then you have more stones at the end. Generally 5 stone is much easier to use with Aura, so I tend to find myself activating it more. It's quite abstract which one is better. It's like a harder call than SF3. There's another matchup I thought would be a little problematic for Aura, it was Sim. But I don't even think I've done that one almost at all. That's one where you might pick BS2. Wow. He got the reset when he got a dizzy. I feel like Stomp and Neutral might actually do some work versus Dhalsim, but I haven't actually really played with it. Stomp and Neutral is like kind of a meme. But there are certain things where I feel like it might actually be alright. You can choose your way out of the corner with it. Nice. I like whiffing Stomp and Tengu stuff too. There's some kind of fun Tengu tricks you can pull. With like low forward, low strong, immediate heavy stomp. And then the last 2 stones hit like after you cross up. And you can even do medium stomp instead. And not get a cross up version. Very obnoxious. Jump back strong. Very cool anti-air. Theoretically, Necro was dead to a jump in attack, so Dudley could have parried it, done state jump fierce or something like that. Ugh. I hate Crouch Fierce anti-air with Aura. I hate it so much. Light uppercut works really well. Medium uppercut works really well. If you're so inclined, EX uppercut works really well. Close strong is very rewarding, so even though it can be iffy, I don't mind that it's iffy because it's so rewarding. But I swear to God, I always hit Crouch Fierce early or late. That shit is weirdly hard to time. It's got a bigger effective range of anti-air than Close Strong does. But it's so bad if you miss it. Ah, what was that? It was like an SF4 combo. Overhead into fucking EX machine gun blow. Oh, that I'm sure Dudley had punish. Wow, Dudley actually got 2 low shorts up there. That's pretty funny. Whiffing 1 low short, he should have been in time to block, but he whiffed 2. 1 pre-freeze and 1 post-freeze. Sean, there's no good way to salvage a lot of his moves. They've got a lot of overlap, and some of them are just bad on paper. Like, a lot of them would only exist as combo enders, but it doesn't even, you know, you only need one combo ender kind of special. Or maybe two. I think SA1 mech is a bit better, but it's very close. It's one of the hardest calls in the whole game for which Super's better. And it's not even that matchup dependent. Sean was better in 2i. It's a bit strong to call him insanely good. I think he might have been top tier in that game. But a lot of the things that were bad were still bad back then. I made 2 whole videos on that, so just watch them. Laura and Sean are equally Brazilian, which is half, I think. Again, the overhead into the fucking EX machine gun blow. What is that? Failed super? That's such a strange execution error. Because the machine gun blow is half circle, not quarter circle. Like, it's hard to salvage tackle as anything other than a combo ender. It's hard to salvage tornado as anything other than a combo ender. And then DP is hard to salvage as much else than a combo ender, maybe an anti-air. It's 4, right? Oh yeah, Peter. Alright, it's 5. Easy to forget. Peter. Yeah, you fight Peter in Brazil. It's a fucking random old cop. Hits you with his baton and it's unsafe on hit and he's got 400 health. I'm the world's best Peter player. I came in first place in the only Peter tournament ever held. Which makes my claim, well, has more merit than any other claim anyway. Nice smear frame there on Dudley. Dudley has really funny smear frames in general, because of his teeth. You can often see them. One of these days they'll make a 3D fighter with smear frames. Whoa. Ducking went through a down back fierce. Is that what I just saw there? That's what it looked like. I imagine you can parry Dudley's stand like kick low. Necro just parried it high. Oh, Exert has them. Okay, never mind. It already exists. I think I knew that too. Guilty Gear does a good job being a 3D, 2D game. It's a style I like a lot. Caught him. Eesh. Just letting him drop was better. Oh! You hate to see it. That super's so bad on block. Cool roundhouse. That's specifically to prevent jumps. He's got a very low jump, so the chances of him being hit by roundhouse are actually higher. Electricity. Oh! I would have parried it. I would have parried it a bunch. If it was me, I would have parried it 17 times. Well, the guy who I was fighting just stopped matching early, I guess. There's one that's absolutely zany. I think it's Chun-Li's light legs. Hits like 40 times. It's like way too many. I think Chun-Li's legs have different hit speeds for the different versions. So some of them you can parry and do buttons, some of them you can't. Something like that. It's a very strange situation. I think you can always do parry into throw. I think the throw will come out faster than the next hit of the electricity or whatever. Next to the legs. Throws really fast. I don't know. Wah! Who's gonna parry that? Not me. Nice. Cool. He got parried, he's like, nope. Alright, got the juggle. Aggressive super. He burned the bar and then died, but Necro's meter is not that precious. It builds very quickly. Street Fighter 6 has a very distinct visual style to me that doesn't really... I don't find it reminiscent of Tekken or Guilty Gear. To me, it's kind of its own thing. I love this. You get a juggle here. He had another super cancel, and it was actually the correct play. That would have been a really cool... That would have been a combo video moment. Sad that we didn't get it. That's my worst fucking... I hate that. The early dive kick and to jump into another dive kick as you fucking whiff a throw. Truly a twin mood. I played a Def Jam game one time. I was just over at someone's house while we were staying in Europe. And they had a PS2 and like Def Jam Fight for New York or something. And I gotta admit, I like beat the game in one sitting and I had a really good time. I like wasn't expecting to like it. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it'd be kind of Kuso. I thought it'd be like a wrestling game or something. Well, not that it would feature wrestling, but it would be like a fighting game with weird mechanics is what I'm trying to say. A fighting game removed from traditional 2D fighters. That's what I meant when I said a wrestling game. Or traditional 3D fighters even. Just a fighting game removed from all traditional fighters. A lot of people are showing the picture of Blanca as like evidence that the game looks like shit, but I kind of like ugly ass Blanca. With his fucking fade on the side. I think it suits him. The impression I get looking at him in the new game is like he's ugly, but he tried to look normal. But it didn't work because he's too ugly. It's like he went to a fucking hairstylist and he's like, do whatever you can to save this. And they did their best. I like it. Yo. There's no character so far where I dislike the visual. I will say I hate the look of Chun-Li staying strong or whatever it is, where she fucking twists her elbow super far. Twists her shoulder. That normal looks like worse than... Like, people bitched about, oh, yay, love that combo. People bitch about NetherRealm animations, but that literally looks worse than any NetherRealm animation. I can't believe it's like... I can't believe they thought that looked good. I hope they fucking redo that one before the game comes out. It looks like a lot of Chun-Li's animations, they were just trying to show off her butt, if I'm being honest, or her legs. There are a lot of animations that are super awkward looking, but just show off her body. Nice red parry. Nice punish. That kind of looked like he did the Kara. You don't need the Kara, but from that starter you might need the Kara. He did close strong, but he wasn't point blank. Nice. Just reuse Chun-Li Stand Strong from last game. SF5 Stand Strong looks fine. I wouldn't mind if they gave her the slaps back too. Maybe she has it and I just don't know. Oh, the super. Was double DP not possible there? Double DP does more damage than the super and is also free. Super's a hard knockdown though. Chun-Li's model I think looks good in her face. It's just the animations. That one elbow move, I think it's medium punch, looks so fucking bad. It's like the new worst animation I've ever seen in a fighting game. Took the crown from, what, Katana's Low 3, I think it was. Which looked like absolute shit in MKX. Or it might have been MK9, I don't remember. Katana had a crouching kick that looked horrible. I don't know Arnold's normals that well. I could buy him not moving like a person though. Nice. That might have been a dead OS. It was definitely a whiff punish, so it didn't need to be confirmed. Whiff punishing is a confirm. Kemi's air throw is kind of funny. I kind of like it. I think it looks a bit shitty. But it's like an air throw out of a different game almost. The air throws vary a lot based on how realistic they're supposed to be. Like you just have air throws that just pause midair and shit. Like Chun-Li has one where she like, you know, fucking grabs you, points you downward, lands on you or whatever. And then you've got shit like Giles that look all clean. Nice. Very nice. Nash's is pretty weird looking. Another one where he pauses for a super long time midair. I like it. I like Sakura's air throw a lot. But maybe it's just because it belongs to Sakura. That requires Kara on cornered twin, so it's quite hard. Oh, anti-jump heavy DP is a tried and true. That shit has an alarming success rate. Very risky though. I remember when Alex was revealed in Season 1, someone took the fucking legs and swapped them. They flipped them laterally. 180-degree horizontal spin. And it looked way better, and everyone was like, oh my god, Alex's legs are backwards. And the thing is, they're not backwards. If you just look at the model for Third Strike, or the sprite for Third Strike, his model matches it. And once they swapped his legs, it no longer matched. But it did look more natural, is the funny thing. I saw like every frame of that low forward. Yeah, the wiggly fingers. That was a lost opportunity. Abel had wiggly fingers in SF4 and people were very fond of it. It's a very subtle thing, but it's nice flavor. Little things like that can go a long way. Abel's reception was hard to describe. Among the new characters, Abel was one of the most liked to play as. And then visually people thought he was extremely boring, yeah. And people hated fighting him. He took the words out of my mouth. Abel is one of the least popular characters to fight, but one of the more popular characters to play. Abel can steal the win from you better than almost any other character in the game. You can just be playing okay, and then you eat a step kick, and then you eat a fucking close fierce, change of direction, F80C, crouch fierce, ultra 1, and you just eat like 60% because you ate a step kick. And if you block the step kick, it's just like a fucking, it's like +1 or whatever, and he's got a 5-frame command grab. So you've got to hit a frame perfect crouch jab. You've got to hit a frame perfect 3-frame normal to beat his, command grab. And then when he beat EX command grab is the worst part. So it's like a fucking super good mix-up if you ever block the step kick, and then you die instantly if you eat the step kick. Very frustrating to fight. Ugh. Wheel kick was kind of good too, and change of direction mix-ups people rarely did, but they were annoying. A lot of people weren't very familiar with those. So if you don't know, change of direction's first hit is almost always the only one used, or like all 3 hits on hit. People just do change of direction, and then high follow up, just complete the combo like that. But the second high and the third high are overheads, and the second low and third low are lows. So it's actually like a 50-50 if he decides to do the follow-ups. But it's not really 50-50 because you can react to the lows. So you just block high and watch for lows. And the annoying thing is it's unsafe on block, but it's kind of tricky to punish. Yeah, Abel's like almost nothing without the step kick. It's like the whole character. It's the step kick and the ultra setup you get off of it. There's some serious holes in his character design. Like, he can't do shit from lights. Or he couldn't for a very long time. As of Ultra, they finally allowed him to go into EX change of direction. And even that's not very good. But before that, literally, Abel's like light combos. And light combos are very important in SF4. It's like the main combo route for tons of fucking characters. Most common one to land. Abel would literally just do like a bunch of jabs into like a far short. Because like, even though you could cancel crouch jab, there was just nothing to go into. Wheel kick wouldn't combo, you can't combo to roll at all. Change of direction wouldn't combo. What else did he have? I forget. He probably had another special move somewhere. Falling Sky wouldn't combo. So it's just this very goofy situation. Wow, it's a Wordle score. Looks like you did pretty well. Well, 4 out of 6 isn't that good. 4 out of 6 is like, you beat it, but you didn't get like some kind of crazy... You know, you didn't solve it like instantly or anything. His most rewarding A-tier was Crouch Hard Punch. But you can take that to mean best if you want. The most effective was Low Forward. Low Fierce, if it was available, which it often was, you got really big fucking combos though. Yeah, Abel had one of the worst hurtboxes in the game. And that would occasionally work against him. Abel actually reminds me very strongly of an old KOF character. The really fucking good command grab that's also hit immune for no real reason for the X1 or throw immune for no real reason for the regular one. Comboing just a string of light normals into a far light is very KOF-ish. His buttons kind of felt KOF-y. It's hard to explain. There's something else too. It was a bit like Clark. Oh, stuff like low short into Staying Fierce. It's very KOF feeling. Feels like a low B, close C kind of thing. Oh really, it feels like a low B command grab link. Cool. Like Abel would mix up low short, Staying Fierce with just meaty command grab, and one of those two would work. Whereas a KF grappler might do low short into command grab versus just raw command grab. Because you can link it to the command grabs in KF. Yeah, probably Clark. Abel feels a little bit like Clark. The command grab into roll into mix up was a bit like Clark getting command grab into jump mix up. The momentum felt KOF-ish. This recording is like stereo, but we're missing a lot of the one inside. I like KOF 15 a lot. I've been thinking about making another video for it on like Rock or something. Not that I'm trying to play Rock, but a lot of people want to learn how to play him. And I thought about making like a combo guide for him. Combo guides are really important in KOF. I think most characters it's pretty easy to figure out what you're supposed to be doing in neutral. Oh, Yashiro. I actually haven't touched him yet. I used to be a big fan of Oh Chris, but Oh Yashiro and Oh Shermie, I preferred the regular versions back in 98. Oh Chris is a fucking wonder though. And watching recent KO15, Oh Chris looks super cool. Once again, it looks like Oh Chris kind of caught better design than the regular one. No meter. No, 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 the dizzy. Aren't they bringing Nakaruru back on that team? That's bold. Bringing back Nakaruru is bold. There's so many other characters I want back from 14. Nakaruru is one of the... I mean, she was eventually nerfed, but she was not very popular when she was at release. Well, she was popular to play, but people didn't like how good she was. Where's Iroha? Bring Iroha. Right now, long limbs in KO15 feel very fair to me. It's very feasible. I've played a lot of matchups where you play against the limb character, and it's very feasible to hit the limb. But, like, a bird isn't a limb. Satisfying to play as limb characters? There aren't that many. There's Isla, there's Billy, there's... Where's the other one? I think there's at least one more. There's no Duelon in this game. If you hit Billy's stick, it kind of makes sense that he recoils, but like hitting the bird... Yamazaki's kind of a limb character, yeah. A little bit. Got a limb special. Billy has a lot of like reverse quality of life. He's got some quality of death. Well, I like the way a lot of the stuff works. I just wish his quality of life was a bit better. I'd be playing him. Damn, that's a good feel. I haven't even started doing the things I want to do today. I'm going to go through all my x-rays and make sure I know where the central ray goes and how to position for all of them. I'm going to write it down in my notes and I'm going to study it. And then I'm going to start my essay. I haven't studied any of that. What I'm going to do to start my essay is just read my scholarly article. That seems like a good start. Double DP? Yep, pretty easy there. It's airborne Necro, and Necro doesn't require car anyway. He probably had like a several frame window to hit that. I had a rare day where I didn't work and I didn't do college today. Just had the full day off. For those who don't know, I work 3 days a week and go to college 3 days a week. So normally it's just Sunday. Get 1 day off a week. That's what happens when you put yourself through school. You have no free time at all. Oh, this fucking health! Meaty super low parry 3 times. Oh. Once he backdashed, I knew exactly what it was going to be. I'm surprised Ken couldn't punish it. I still have this Sunday free too, so I can just do stuff that day as well. Nice. Whoa. Working and studying on the same day. I did my best to avoid that. I could have had that. I could be working 5 days a week and going to class 3 days a week. In fact, the only reason I'm only doing 3 days of class a week is because I'm supposed to be taking 16 units and I'm only taking 8 this semester. Because I had the foresight to take the classes that I need to take before getting into the program. So most of my classmates are doing 4 classes and I'm only doing 2. Because I already did 2. They're busy taking classes I already got A's in. There's a lot of crossover material too, which makes things easier. This kind is really good. I've seen him a lot in Acho replays. Maybe it's the same one. I think it's Roku. Someone said that one time and I believed them. Necro's neutral short is the weirdest button in the whole game. Nice. Nice and safe. Yeah, I think Shadow Sweep punishes it from close range, and Chippu like always punishes it. I don't think Ken really has anything to punish it besides those two, but those two are more than enough. That close Fierce hits so fucking deep, I wonder if he lost the cancel window. Nice. Hi. Failed super? No, probably deliberate DP attempt. There's no, it would just be double kick for a super attempt. He just thought the super would, I mean the uppercut would hit. Which I'm surprised it didn't. That's an annoying thing about Ken, is low forward has no conversions except EX Fireball and super. It's not that annoying, he's still a good character. Ah, that was a failed super. Back roundhouse super. Hi. Is he gonna lose because of that? That was a standing hit for the overhead, so Ken had no super link. Alright, overhead's actually very good at this moment. Oh, punish! That was a failed super too! Okay. Stand forward probably punishes Shadow Sweep. God, that was scary. Necro missed 2 critical supers. Low jab super and background off super. Necro's super cool, yeah. The thing is, his animations and his gameplay are pretty great. I think he just, like, knocks it out on every front. You're like the 5th person today to come in and say hope Necro returns for 6. You're right though. That's like a real thing people will say. Necro zoom normals are worse than you think. Even disregarding parry. In fact, parry isn't even that good to reply to them. Well, it depends. That went immaculately for Necro. Also, I love how the background has slow short comboed. I mean, it just combos. It's not a weird thing, but it was funny. I think I was too far away for the double DP. Maybe with Kara. It works after the forward though. Okay. He had a jumping. He had a full jumping combo there. He just had to land the forward. That was a good whiff punish. I don't think Necro has any common ground with any other character in terms of aesthetics. Like, probably in any other fighting game. I think this character simply has no overlap aesthetically with anyone. Very common to do parry a 2-hit fireball and then just poke with something that super cancels. Or special cancels. I always thought he looked like a Darkstalker. The way he kind of wiggles when he's standing still reminds me of Raptor a little bit. And the pale skin, I guess, also reminds me of Raptor a little bit. And then the electricity kind of reminds me of, what's his name, Victor? Oh, it didn't hit. That can't hit. I wonder if it was a height issue or what. Nice. Double DP? Yep. The gameplay is very fast-paced in Darkstalkers. Even the round transitions are fast-paced. It's like a game with no breaks. Fighting game with people with ADHD. Nice. Calling it hard is true, but it's... I don't know if I'd say it's misleading. It's not the word I would immediately use. The hardest stuff in Darkstalkers is hard as shit. But the easy stuff is pretty easy. Oftentimes you're just doing like fucking, you know, strings. Like, I don't know. Low strong, low forward, low roundhouse, whatever. Very hard to win now. Safe on parry, baby. I guess it's possible Necro could have parried one hit and then grabbed Ken. That'd been pretty cool. Ken was so close. I remember it being pointed out to me that Necro stretches his limbs, or Necro doesn't have limbs that stretch, or rather, he doesn't turn on whether they stretch or not. They're just always stretchy. So he's got to kind of sling his limbs. He's got to like pull back and then like sling it forward like fucking Luffy. Meanwhile, Dalsim stretches his limbs with magic, so they're just ordinary limbs until the magic comes into the mix. And obviously, it's a difference of how they animated it. Dalsim's an older character, and so they couldn't go crazy with the like way that the animations looked back in SF2 era. But Dalsim's kept a lot of those animations for legacy reasons. Saw a lot of people talking about that. I think I saw a little bit of Sim. He's got the straight fireball now, right? And then still the old one. And then I think he had two different kinds of Yoga Gale. And then Flame and Mummy and Drill. I'm like already dreading fighting Sim. Dive Skull preserves struggle state, dive kick it resets. Dive kick also has different angles, whereas dive skull typically is always very lateral. So dive mummy is kind of like more of an air-to-air move, and dive kick's more of an air-to-ground move. I don't know how it is in SF6, but that's how it is in other Street Fighter games. I always liked Yuga Tower and his weird SF4 Mega Dash. I like stuff that gives kind of weird, unique movement kind of stuff based around Dhalsim's weird body. I think that all zoom limbs should be shitty. Like, you know, Billy's Far C? I think most characters should only have like one zoom limb and it should be pretty slow. And usually without a mix-up. Necro is a good example of that, so is 12. And so is current Billy. And there's some others. The thing about Dhalsim is Dhalsim actually has like good zoom normals. They're not adequately shitty. Like, there's nothing... Stand Fierce and Stand Runhouse in SF5 are adequately shitty. It's that Stand Strong and Stand Forward aren't. They're just not shitty at all. They're just good normals that happen to go full screen. Yeah, Billy Khan. Got him. What are some other zoom normals I like? Isla Stand C. It's not that far. It's still useful as is. You can counter poke it. It's not that fast. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. They don't have enough commitment for the medium ones. I don't think Dhalsim is like horribly balanced in SF5 or anything, but it just, I feel like I don't like it. I feel like there's no in-game counterplay against the moves. The moves are so good that there's... The counterplay has to be like what your character has. Nice. Yeah, Manat's normals are more, more the zoom kind of normals I like. Like, Stand Fierce and Stand Strong for Manat are obviously good, but they also feel like they've got significant downsides. And, like, low strong. Like, low strong is faster than a lot of her other normals, but it's not that fast. And it doesn't go that far. Minot's got the kind of zoom normals I like. And even then, I think there's inadequate counterplay against them mechanically. Because I think that just hitting Staying Fierce and Staying Strong like is already like enough to beat Zangief, isn't it? Well, that's what Zangief say. I don't know if that got better for Zangief with proper VS1/VS2 use. I don't know which one Zangief's picking that matchup. I've seen them both. Does it just hit low? I mean, I know it doesn't hit low, but like, does he not armor it? That's cursed as hell. I didn't even know that. I think I kind of knew that. I never thought about it. That's like how Oro Staying Strong doesn't activate Dudley's cross counter in this game, even though it's not a low or anything. Dudley does cross counter, I just launch him. I don't think anything in particular Sim has is truly cheap. Gales are like a little bit cheap, but not extremely. Drill is very good. Sim has a little bit of trouble converting drills though. Minot's better at that, but still not very good. I feel like for both characters, drill is one of the best things they have, but it's not super rewarding. Like even if you get like a nice space drill into like a light normal into a knockdown, your combo won't be very strong. But I think the neutral application of drills is kind of good. People don't talk about it very much. That cross up was pretty tricky. Could have been a lower version dev kick and not crossed up. It was like unseeable. Dudley got a very nice block there. Tundra Storm should really just be a parry. Like against everything. Fuck sideways kicks. Make it work against every normal. It would still only be okay, honestly. Well, the thing is, its damage is very high. If they made it work against every normal, its damage should probably only be about like, you know, 120, 150. Somewhere in that territory. Right now it does like 200 some. It's like really strong. But right now it's way too specific. I think Thunderstorm is the single easiest thing to pick out in SF5 is badly designed. If you were going to point to any one thing that... Nice. That's honestly not even that rewarding even when you hit it. You got the full combo into the super and it didn't even do that much damage. Okay. Oh, a nice punish. Well, the beginning of a nice punish. Getting close medium kick on with Tatsu was super good. Beam flip. Does Yang have a good reply to that? I can't think of one off the top of my head. You kind of have to use one of your like anti-air normals / specials. Maybe yanking up, kick it. Oh! Third Rekka killed. He didn't have the health. Sad, it looked like he did. Well, it kind of looked like he didn't, but it came close. He got a super def to that. Okay. That's a turnaround. Yeah, this matchup is quite tricky because EX Rekka just is half of Akuma's Dizzy Bar instantly. Is that a punish? Those are punishes. Akuma's like a real candidate for top 5 in this game, like not even a meme. I've heard that argument before. I hope not, I never like counter supers. I like that strike because there's only one counter super and it's fucking balls. Yeah, Red Venom. Phoenix, perhaps. Wow, he did Close Fierce cancel to command grab! Because of course you're gonna parry Close Fierce twice. Hilarious. Canceling it to command grabs is one of the biggest memes in Third Strike. Thought they could have just parried once and grabbed and that would have beat that. It also just beats 2 hits of Stand Fierce, but no one wants to parry into grab. It's just not rewarding. If you're gonna parry, you might as well go for game. Imagine Phoenix with ordinary health. Nice. Oh, no cancel. Reading that sentence was a trip for me. My friend who plays Akuma beats my ass in this matchup. That's a very ordinary thing to say, right? But as I was reading it, I thought my friend was referring to me. Like, my friend. Like you were just saying, or like fucking, you know, just saying it out there. My friends. And then who plays Akuma, well, Akuka, I read as who plays this character, you know? And then I saw it beats my ass in this matchup, and I'm like, wait, I gotta read this again. My dude, who plays Akuma? This character sucks. Who plays him? Nice. Super would have killed, but he didn't have it. Ooh, this can kill. Jab. Oh, strong even. Still wasn't enough. I didn't even know you could get strong there. I really thought that would kill. I've never played Pikachu Akuma for longer than like single matches. I don't think. Cool juggle. Ape Escape, huh? Okay, I'll do that one. Nice. I might. I'm probably gonna leave before too long and start working on all my homework. I actually have my last homework assignment for the semester due this week. It looks really easy. I just watch a video and answer 10 questions, and other people in my class have already done it, and if I just ask what the answers are, they'll probably just give them to me. However, I will probably honestly make an attempt to do it myself, like a good student. We've got one of them class discords, and people just post fucking finished assignments on it all the time. I love that shitpost so much. That's one of my all-time favorite Twitch shitposts, is the 100-word essay. Oh guys, 100-word essay due in 3 months, and here I am in Twitch. Yeah, class Discord is like the standard now. I haven't taken any class that didn't have a Discord in like years. A 100-word essay is like something that like could actually be assigned. That's the funniest thing. It's like a fucking, it's like a 5th grade essay. Since we're all in the program together, me and all my classmates, and since there's no real competition between any of us, we just all want to pass. So we're sharing answers like crazy. And like explaining shit to each other. I had a class where you had 7-word essays. I'm not even joking. It's one of the most interesting classes I've ever taken. I think it was a philosophy class. But the focus of the class was really strange. It was about writing effective headlines. So what we had to do was we had to read a news article, and it would be, we would get a bunch each week, and we had to compress the whole article into 7 words and find the most effective, communicate the maximum amount of information in 7 words. Sounds really easy, but I actually got like my first 3 exams I did a really, not exams, but my first 3 like attempts at it, I did a really bad job. There's a lot of technique to writing a good headline. You can fit so much information with the right strategy and vernacular. And it was also part of like trying to find the most, obviously those trying to find the most information dense words. Nice jump. Watching the freeze frame on Necro doing his little drill there looked pretty funny. You don't normally see him standing still for that. Look dainty in the air there. Yeah, I mean that's what I try and do for my YouTube. Nice dash shoe. You might call it one of my careers. Take something complex and try and make it simple. Is what a tutorial video is all about. Nice. Oh, but figuring out what the most important parts to mention in the title was this thing too. Because some things are worthy of a mention and some are kind of implicit and some just don't matter. But I remember 7 words was the cutoff. Couldn't use 8. Ah, meaty fireball into EX fireball. Very strong. Necro might have been able to do wake up parry into super there, but he didn't go for it, so we'll never know. It was a very meaty fireball, so Ken might have been able to block in time. He tried for parry into stand strong into super. I think he got walk under far forward there. Ken actually has quite a big cross up, so doing walk under anti-airs, you can often just get hit by the cross up. It's one of the biggest cross ups in the whole game. Not that saying much. Most cross ups in the game are pretty small. I like the way cross ups work in King of Fighters a lot. Where like almost every character, I mean even in Street Fighter, almost every character at this point has like a cross up normal. But whether normals can be cross up normals or not is often dependent on whether you're doing a jump or a hop and whether the opponent's standing or crouching, which is kind of fun. It's like, oh, this is a great cross up if, oh, nice. This is a great cross up if you do it from a hop and you hop over the opponent who's crouching. But if they're standing, you won't even make it over their head. Yes, twins are quite hard to get double DP on. You can't do it at all mid-screen, and in the corner you need the car, I think. Nice. This, oh, he didn't have super. I think he can super. Ugh. Yeah, twins have probably the best turbo boxes in the game. It could be Aura. Aura's the other candidate. The twins don't have low profile crouches. Necro, I mean not Necro, Chun-Li and Aura do. And that's very helpful for neutral. But then the twins also have better falling hurt boxes. Chun-Li and Aura fall normally, but the twins fall super narrow and super short vertically. So they fall out of juggles all over the place. The worst hitbox is like unquestionably Q's. Q's got this perfect perfect storm of being large so everything hits him, but also like not being so large that he falls out of shit. Like Q goes so large that he falls out of shit. Akuma Tatsu versus Oro is a pretty funny situation. The air Tatsu just sucks versus Oro. It often misses. It's just hard to make it do anything. It's good if Oro's jumping. It's bad if Oro's on the ground. But the ground Tatsu is really funny. Because Oro ducks under it, but every button that Oro has will stand into the Tatsu hits. So you have to either just get lucky that a Tatsu hitbox isn't active right above you, which almost always it will be, or you've got to punish with an uppercut, which is what I always do. You can also stand into a parry, but that's nowhere near as good as it sounds. By the time you react to an Akuma Tatsuing, he's probably made it over your head. So if you parry, he's kind of zooming away from you and you can't necessarily get close strong. In my experience, uppercut is the most reliable reply to an Akuma Tatsu, like, pretty much all the time. And even Oniyama can get hit. Usually it doesn't, though. The damage on that isn't great, but it's not horrible. It's big on Akuma's health anyway. But the fact that you've got no real conversions from it is kind of lame. That's a super annoying thing about Oro. Well, it's not super annoying, but, you know. Oniyama's like it's JP6, I think, per hit. So if you super cancel it, you just don't get a combo. The EX one you can super cancel for a combo because it's like JP1 per hit, but you can't do that into Tengu Stones because only one bar. But you can do EX uppercut to some booger hits. And occasionally that's very good. I had that get me a lot of mileage in the recent Stupid Strike I played in, I think. Well, not a lot, but I pulled it out in a clutch moment versus the Dudley. Wah! You'll have your whole life to practice bigger loops. I get too much practice to those things. Alright, goes forward, jump fierce. Alright, that was good. He did jump roundhouse. I think they do the same damage if it was an angle jump. I thought fierce had a better hitbox though. I don't know actually. Good parry. Shit. He probably parried to the left there. It's hard to say though. There are a couple frames where parry will autocorrect. Double super? Oh, I think double super was the play. He saved it though. I mean, from a meter saving perspective, there's no reason to go for double super there. But even one hit super was going to dizzy Yang. Would have been cool. I'm always hyped for a double super. Oh, the electricity whiffed. Cursed. Low short hit almost point blank, and then the electricity just whiffed. Where's the confirm? He punished second Rekka with back strong and then just didn't convert. Thank you for the content. You're quite welcome. I should make another bad balance video. It's been a while since I made one. Super Makoto, perhaps. I probably wouldn't make it super long. I just show off what Makoto was like at launch and how she got buffed. The thing is, Makoto did have the good dive kick in Super. They nerfed it later on, the instant air axe kicks. But it was, like, Kemi also had the good dive kick in Super, and Kemi's was way better. Nice. That's harder to react to than it looks. It is reactable, though. Two Necros. G-Bill. I thought that some supers were always level 3 and others were always level 1. Am I wrong? Cool. Love juggles like that. I used to lose my shit when I saw a Dizzy juggle. I still love them. I like the low fierce in that one. It's cool to see a low fierce in a Dizzy juggle. Cool. He stood into it. Yeah, especially because Necro grab launch is a JP0 launch, which are super rare in this game. So you get very long juggles. Yeah, I think it works. I think supers work the same way they do in Marvel. Where some supers just cost 1 and some cost 3. Like Ryushin, sure, you just always cost 3 meters or whatever. You can't even do it if you have 2 or 1. Meanwhile, Shinkudo can always cost 1, even if you've got 4. Or 3 or whatever the max is. It's 4, right? I don't remember. Or is it 3? Nice. That's a punish. Vanilla SF4 actually had hitting the opponent after the round was over, and they took it out for super. It's the worst decision they ever made in the whole lifespan of SF4. Why would they take that out? It was funny too because you could do F80Cs post KO, and they were free because you couldn't consume meter. So people would kill you with like a low short and then F80C the low short. You get a little bit better Oki after back roundhouse into dash compared to down back fierce. Kind of cool. Necro is another character like Aura where you've actually got a decent variety of juggles you can go for. There's no way that comboed. Standing Dudley. Good. Alright. This could still go either way. Very scary throat attack. Parry! It's blue parries! How would he block the whole thing? I for sure would have blocked just the first one and then parried the rest. That was a critical drop. Anyone could have done those parries. You were counting? I guess he didn't do many, did he? There you go, this one. Oh, the Dudley Dizzy. Rare footage. That hurts. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Honestly, that was going to be super cancelled, I'm sure. I just beat Stamina. No, Dudley usually kills you before he dizzies you. Dudley's damage is quite high, and his dizzy is only high on a few normals. And his uppercut. The taunt! He thought it stunned. He backed through and he's like, oh, that's a dizzy, I'll taunt. And then he got hit out of the taunt by EX uppercut. Funny moment. Oh. The cancel, I'm surprised it didn't work. It looked good. Cancel was optimal. I guess he wasn't point blank when he did it. And his cancel might have been a little bit late, I don't know. Okay. He can easily win this round still. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Towards fucking strong. Weird thing to do there. Towards 4 would have made a lot more sense. Very nice. Oh, another dizzy. It's really high on very specific things. Really nice red parry, holy shit. Not a great combo though. Very nice double throw. I want to go do my homework. You guys have me for the next 20 minutes, and then I'm dipping. What a punish! Very sexy. That's the only thing that Dudley could really be parrying from that range low. So, of course, the EX Machine Blow is guaranteed to work. EX Uppercut made a lot more sense there than regular Uppercut. Surprised he did regular Uppercut. He might have had EX into regular for a Dizzy. Baked Goods tier list go? Muffins. Oh, what do you guys think about this? Well. See, I did that myself just recently, except my Far Strong was way too slow and was not a punish. Fuck Oro. You can't mash electricity forever, eventually it stops. Though they just have to keep on parrying until he landed and then get a punish combo, which is exactly what happened. Necro's best hope, which is what I think happened, is to just pick a random time to stop mashing and hope that Dudley doesn't react. Nice. Gotta be EX Rekka. Gah. Dudley or Kuma what? Which Street Fighter girl would you marry? I gotta think about that. I don't know. No, not Makoto. And by girl, I mean boy. Oh, the whole roster's represented. I guess it would be the richest character. So Ken. Oh, he's married. I guess he's off the table. Who else is rich? Oh, Kareen, yeah. Kareen free. I didn't realize it was a rich girl. I forgot about her. Alright, Kareen is the best catch by far. Kareen's not even married, so she's marriageable. I feel like Kareen, you marry her and she's gonna beat you up. I feel like she would wake you up from bed by like kicking your ass. I don't wanna mess around with that. She's like Rise and Shine Sleepyhead, and she hits you with heavy Rasenha into the grab follow up. That's how she gets you out of bed. Oof. That left parry is easier than it looks because you've got a little bit of falling to do. So you can buffer the parry and the falling. The super cancel wasn't a very good idea there, honestly. I think I would have hit that parry. Nice. Light machine gun blow. That was a bit committal. Necro could have kept parrying, and in fact it was like the thing that I would have naturally done if it was me. But there's a lot of different things that they could have done, so it's just a guess. Could have been a low hit just as easily, or a grab. Oh, very nice. Grab and back strong both dizzied, so it's just a 50-50. Nice. Stelly's on point with the punishes. Alright. Necro with another good hit will just get the dizzy and win. The overhead maybe? He got hit out of the air despite the fact he was just waking up. But he didn't get a reversal anything. Probably a non-reversal overhead. Back forward into neutral forward. Yang. Did Yang things. Classic. Hi there. The comma makes it look like the message should have kept going. Where's the rest of it? Oh, there it is. Now you're going to be in a YouTube video. Dizzy. Yang put on a clinic. Yeah. Are you trying to play me in some SF5? I could maybe get a quick set in. Close strong didn't hit. Close forward might have. Ah, no SF5. Crying. Kinda sounded good. He's one of the cooler characters in SF5. Whoa. Did he have dive kick there? I don't know what the fuck he should have done. Did that even combo? It didn't. Oh, I've had that happen to me. When you play someone in a game they're good at, and then you play them in a game you're good at, and it's like, ha. Their revenge. That's a good feeling. I had the worst thing that can possibly happen to you in Street Fighter happen to me the other day. I was playing SF5 in lobbies, and I was looking for lobbies with only one other person in them, and I found one with a guy who was like, you know, he was like a Master or Ultra Diamond or something. And I played him with Oro, and I got perfected. He hit me with a perfect. Which hasn't happened to me in SF5 in a very long time. And we went back to the lobby. And like 5 other people had joined the lobby. And so I would have had to wait through 5 other people just to get my rematch. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm leaving. That's the bad feel though. When someone gets a perfect on you and then you can't immediately run them back. It's like, wait, that was a fluke. Come back. Ah. Should be illegal for Dudley to parry. Overhead's so good already, then you block it and he just parries your counterattack. That's a good question. I have no idea. Yeah, Necro's super tall. You can't tell because he's always bent over super low. He bends his knees a lot. There seems to be more height variation in the Street Fighter universe. You just have these 7-foot tall people wandering around all over the place. Oh yeah, Necro slouches too. Oh, the dizzy. Alright, look at all those full bars. The jump was not a bad idea there. See, that's why it's so scary trying to fucking be ready for the overhead. Because he's got the low too. It was just a three-way guess. Just had to be right. What a red. It's a very good red to go for. Oh no, he meant to empty cancel that. What a punish! That was nice. A bit greedy to save the meter, I think, though. I would have spent the EX 100 times out of 100. I feel like if Dudley's got over a bar, you should just always just burn EX machine gun blow. Fuck it. Wow. Necro paid Dudley a lot of respect there. High parry, waited patiently. Probably gone for multiple high parries in case of overhead into follow-up. This is the last match. We're getting there. 7 minutes. Watch out for that Necro. Could be a ducking super. You throw out that low hit grab. Oof. Dizzy on the horizon? Maybe not. Cross 2 is a bit questionable there. Keeping in the corner may be better. Whoa! That dizzy bar! Ah, he's... anyone's game. That wasn't a combo. Bullshit. No way. I think he got chipped. Well, that wasn't a combo, but he didn't get chipped. If you can help it, for Dudley Super, it's usually a lot easier to block the first hit, red parry the rest, than to try and parry the whole thing. No, if I recall, it was just some random guy. Wow, good parry. I mean, of course he was parrying coming down. But he didn't know how many times he was going to have to parry, probably. It was nice that he hit it and was ready for the punish. Okay, that's a schmix. That's a punish. Ugh, Dudley's scary. Dudley's a low parry, he's not going into anything. Okay. Was there a juggle there? Normally when that hits like that, was super far out, though they can pick up a juggle because he recovers faster at the end of it. By that time it hit Necro kind of low. Normally when you get that kind of like weird hit, it's because the opponent's getting hit too high on the super, so they're a little bit higher up. Nice. This should kill. Ugh. Why'd I even say anything? I just jinxed him. You know, Necro's kind of a hype character. The Dizzy! The Dizzy! Ugh. He's like he expected the first one to hit. So this is the last one. Could be. One or two more matches, then I'm out of here. Wow. Why can Dudley do a 2-hit uppercut into super? I'm jealous. Actually, I think Oro can do 2-hit uppercut to super. Not that it's good or anything. Nice. Dudley can't? Is that so? I didn't know that. He can't do EX uppercut to super? True. Nice. Akuma's uppercut second at cancel to super is actually useful. Alright, this is the last match you guys have me. Let's make it count. Let's have a good one. Alright. 5 throws in a row. Never mind, Dudley was already taking a throw on the third one. That Dizzy bar, looking really high. This is so bad for Dudley. I know it doesn't look that different by the health bars, but Dudley could just get dizzied in an instant. Alright, now it could go either way again. He got 2 super trades. If either of those supers hit properly, he won that round. But both of them traded. Ah, that's a bad feel. Low. Can this kill? No way. It might have been able to. No, it would have been close, I think, but I don't think it would have killed. This is like unwinnable. There it is. Alright, GG's. Whoa, I full screened. What does that look like on stream? Alright, bye everyone.